What are we looking at in terms of players resting and whose opportunities is best for?
Some will be resting, some will be playing out of the starting group. And then for the young guys, it's a great opportunity because, games like this early in the year when things haven't always settled, it's good for coaches to look and say, hey, you know what? He might deserve some more opportunities in the future. So all the young guys, I don't know how the game is going to manifest itself, but, the kids that start and the kids that come on, good opportunity.
Have you been able to get a better assessment of O'Neal Fisher's injury?
He won't be playing tomorrow.
What about for the next week?
I won't be able to tell you that until next week. I'm hopeful.
Yeah. We saw Aaron Kovar out here too. Is there kind of any sort of timeline for him?
He was very happy he got to put soccer shoes on. No timeline on that. Just those injuries are kind of hard to predict.
For coaches, sometimes do you get in a box and then these games are great opportunities to say, oh yeah, what about that guy?
Yeah, we're doing that just with players. We're also doing that on, some of our tactics and strategies and set pieces, seeing if we can't come up with something that might work for regular season matches.
We talked a little bit about it with Svensson earlier this week, but as far as defenders playing out of the back, goalkeeper playing out of the back, is that something that you value a lot, having that ability to start an attack from central?
Absolutely. So our reasoning is, okay, let's use the two examples. So from a goal kick or any set piece, why would you just hit a ball that's 50-50 versus giving your team 100% possession, right? Obviously, if they press up or you're away from home, there's tactics there too, but you get the idea. In the run of play, when Steph makes a save or Tyler makes a save, where do we move to? How do we initiate the attack to give us an opportunity to get from the back to front? Very, very high on our priority list.
What's one way that you kind of train for that sort of situation?
Well, we just make it live. I mean, we'll have some of the young guys do the chasing and the pressing in different formations. Maybe it's one forward pressing, maybe it's two, and just train it live.
So what are you looking for in the initial step to get that defender who's going up? Quickness? Are we looking for length, lean?
Every play is different when the goalkeeper catches the ball, so that, there's general areas that we want. Like if the ball comes from over here, we'd probably prefer to go out here, not back to where they had a bunch of guys. Simple, basic stuff like that. A lot of it's common sense, but when we get possession of the ball and the other team is still in attack mode, can we initiate our response in a timely fashion?
Has the right back, left back, how has the right back, left back position evolved since when you were playing from just a basic defensive to attacking?
You talking about when I played back in the 80s? Is that what you're talking about?
Just a day and a half ago.
Well, it's always evolving. The sport is always evolving. I mean, there was, lots of good players. Back in the 80s, it had specific positions. Teams played with a sweeper, Franz Beckenbauer, right? And then you had Carlos Albertos from Brazil, who was really technically clean as a center back. Then you had, the attacking fullbacks in the modern game. Leicester won it last year, going backwards to a 4-4-2. I mean, the game's always evolving. New York Red Bull and their 4-2-2-2-2. So it's always evolving.